Are you tired of waiting for permission? Tired of playing by someone else's rules? Do you watch certain individuals, in business, in your community, online, who seem to effortlessly command attention, create opportunities, and shape their own destiny, while everyone else just follows? What is the invisible yet impenetrable line that separates them from the masses? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's a series of conscious, difficult decisions rooted in their understanding of sovereignty and responsibility. If you want to build a global business, achieve financial freedom, and discover your true assignment, you must stop being a follower. Today on the Rise Blueprint, we're revealing the 3 fundamental shifts that elevate a follower into a leader and guarantee success. Let me tell you about 2 young professionals, working side by side in a growing company. Let's call them Ada and Chinedu. Both were bright, driven, and highly skilled. They earned the same income and had the same potential. Chinedu, however, was a classic follower. He'd wait for his manager to assign tasks, follow the company rules rigidly, and always seek approval before acting. His internal dialogue was, what does the boss think? What is the safest path? What does everyone else do? He prioritized safety and external validation. Ada, on the other hand, was a leader in disguise. When she saw a problem, she didn't wait for a meeting. She created a solution. She saw an untapped market. She built a prototype on her own time. Her internal dialogue was, what does this situation demand of me? What decision will move us forward? How can I create value right now? The difference became stark over 2 years. Chinedu was still waiting for a promotion, frustrated by the lack of opportunities. Ada, using the skills and authority she gave herself, launched her own consulting agency on the side, leveraging the solutions she'd built. Chinedu saw the world as a system he had to react to. Ada saw the world as a system she could create and influence. This subtle daily shift in mentality, from reactivity to ownership, is the core difference that allowed Ada to generate residual cash flow and build her own destiny, while Chinedu remained chained to his monthly salary. The secret is this: leadership isn't a title, it's a decision. It's the conscious choice to take full ownership of your life and your future. Here are the 3 pillars that separate the leaders who build global businesses from the followers who remain stuck in the status quo. 1. Leaders take 100% responsibility. The ownership shift. Followers blame the economy, their boss, their childhood, or their lack of resources. Leaders understand that while they may not control the event, they always control their response. They own their results, good or bad, knowing that self-blame is draining, but self-responsibility is empowering. When a financial investment fails, the follower says, "The market crashed." The leader says, "My research was insufficient. What will I do differently next time?" This shifts the locus of control from external to internal. 2. Leaders invest in foresight, not just action, the education edge. Followers focus on doing the work they are told to do. Leaders focus on learning what they need to know before anyone tells them. They invest time and money into self-education, reading trends, and anticipating future demands. This creates the residual intellectual capital that informs their decisions. The leader doesn't just manage the social media account. They study the meta trends, invest in learning AI tools, and position their business for the next digital frontier. They gain the foresight edge that allows them to lead the market rather than chase it. 3. Leaders define the rules, the decisional sovereignty. Followers operate within the rules set by others, companies, governments, society. Leaders recognize that the ultimate freedom is the power to set their own standards and create their own systems for residual cash flow. They don't wait for someone to offer them a residual income model, they build one. Stop asking, "What is the rule?" and start asking, "What is the most effective rule for my vision?" Identify one area in your life where you are currently following someone else's rule and consciously establish your own superior standard today. To truly solidify your leadership sovereignty and build a global kingdom, you must master these 6 advanced mechanics. The risk perception test. Followers focus only on the obvious risk of action, the chance of losing money or failing publicly. Leaders, however, weigh this against the far greater, often invisible, risk of inaction. They realize the deepest risk is not failure, but regret, and the compounded cost of missed opportunity. When faced with a scary decision, ask yourself, is the pain of taking action greater than the pain of staying exactly where I am? The answer, for a leader, is almost always no. The creation versus consumption metric. This is your daily self-audit. Leaders are net creators, followers are net consumers. Track your hours. Are you primarily building, writing, planning, or solving problems for others? Or are you scrolling, watching, researching without applying, and reacting to other people's content? The percentage of time you spend creating value for the market directly determines your position as a leader versus a follower. The power of decisional velocity. Followers suffer from analysis paralysis, obsessively waiting for the perfect information to make an A+ decision. Leaders recognize that in the real world, speed is a strategic asset. Their focus shifts to making a B-grade decision quickly and executing with urgency. This allows them to iterate, learn from the market immediately, and gain momentum while the follower is still stuck waiting for permission from the data. The principle of selective non-compliance. This is where leaders become rule makers, not rule breakers. They don't violate ethics or laws, but they strategically ignore low-leverage industry norms and bureaucratic traditions that waste time. Leaders understand that the established rules were created for the mediocre. They create superior systems for themselves to gain a decisive advantage. Cultivating an abundance mindset. The follower's mentality is rooted in scarcity. I don't have enough time, money, or talent. The leader operates from a position of abundance, believing that problems are opportunities and that resources can always be created or attracted. This mindset is the psychological engine for all sovereignty. When a roadblock appears, the leader doesn't say, I can't afford it. They say, how can I generate the funds for this? The who not how strategy. Followers focus on how they will personally do every task, creating an energy bottleneck. Leaders, focused on growth and residual cash flow, focus on who can do the task better, faster, and more efficiently. This delegation and leveraging mindset frees the leader to focus only on strategic, high-leverage decisions that actually move the entire kingdom forward, not just the day-to-day operations. The path to financial freedom and fulfilling your assignment is the path of a leader. It requires courage, discipline, and the profound decision to take 100% ownership of your life. Stop waiting for permission to be great. Stop waiting for someone to hand you a blueprint for residual cash flow. You have the power to draw your own map and create your own kingdom. If you are ready to make that shift today, I've created a powerful guide just for you. Download my free guide, A Visionary from Footnote to Frontrunner. This playbook includes a daily decision-making framework that will immediately install the habits of a true leader. The link is in the description below. Your future depends on you to lead it.